Hello, welcome to Pilates with Nicole, specifically Pilates for COVID recovery and breath. Today, as usual, you should have a towel or small bolster that you'll use, and that's about it. We're gonna play with some timing today, which means we always do things pretty slow, but perhaps we'll speed a few things up. And we'll also play with timing, specifically with breath. You may have done that if you've done breath work, different kinds of exercise, vocal training. Often you play with the timing of your breath to expand the breath. Just kind of play around with it, learn that you have some control, and bring your sort of attention and awareness to your breath. So laying down, if you like to have this little bolster under your head, you can do that. Make sure it feels even. Mine feels oddly uneven. Okay. And place a hand on your belly and on your chest. And let the elbows drop. Make sure that your shoulders feel nice and far away from your ears. And just breathe like a normal human, as one of my teachers would say. Human breaths. And as we begin to do a little breath work, I encourage you to breathe through your nose. Even if you feel a little stuffy or sick or something, try to breathe through the nose. Use this time to practice that. It's really healthy for you for a lot of different reasons. So start to inhale through the nose. And even exhale through the mouth. If that begins to make you feel a little claustrophobic, exhale through your mouth, but still try to inhale through the nose. In a moment, I'm going to start telling you to breathe on 4 counts. You're going to breathe in for 4, hold your breath for 4, and then exhale for 7. Okay, I just want to give you an idea of what's happening. So take a one last breath at your own pace here. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 4. Hold your breath. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 4. Hold it. 4. Exhale. 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 4. Hold it. 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1. Hold it. 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back to your regular breaths. The dog is a little whiny. If you heard her licking herself, it's a little concerning. Okay, so now just notice your breath. Do you feel like maybe you're breathing a little deeper? Was that a little hard? Was it a little stressful to have that much awareness and trying to control it? If the exhale felt a little long, that's okay. It takes practice. Let it be what it was today. And then let's bring your arms down by your side and come back to now some attention to the core. So take an inhale through the nose. On an exhale, you can breathe through your mouth if it's helpful to feel your abs engage. Pull your abdominals in and flatten the lower back on the mat. That's tucking your tail slightly up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, tip your tailbone into the mat, arching the lower back off of the mat. And then exhale again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you want to help yourself, you might exhale and literally slide your hands up your abs towards your ribs. Inhale, you can slide it back forward. Exhale. This part, particularly the up, helps you to engage those lower abs in and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time, exhale. Hold your scoop. Can you still breathe? Can you feel that breath moving into your ribs while you keep your belly scooped and your lower back flat? I place my hands on my ribs here to remind me that this is where I want to breathe in. Not the belly. My belly is scooping. My belly is flat. I'm breathing into my ribs. Take your time. Belly still scooping. Your lower back is still into the mat. Inhale. And then relax. Whew. Let your pelvis come to a neutral. That means you're not overarching it. You're not jamming it into the mat. It is neutral. Take your hands behind your head. And then, I don't want to tell you which way to breathe. Actually, you can breathe whichever way you like. Inhale or exhale, but you're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up and lower. Take it easy at first. If you're tight in your back, like me, you might feel a little sort of resistance. It might be hard to lift your shoulders up, but try to do it because you're bending your back. You're creasing right about here, your bra line if you were to wear a bra, or right where your sternum ends and the ribs kind of come together here. A couple more. One more. And rest. Okay, arms long by your side. Walk your feet in maybe a little closer to your seat and your feet a little closer together. This time you're going to exhale, tuck your pelvis, and then continue to lift your hips up into a bridge and lower it down. If you have a pillow under you, actually we should probably take it away just in case. So to keep the neck long, tuck your pelvis and lift. Hold at the top. Inhale. Abs are still in. Exhale. Roll it down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you're inhaling when I say exhale, no big deal. Just notice if you're holding your breath or well, the most important thing is to focus that you're not holding your breath to do something. Keep trying to breathe. Keep trying to inhale through your nose. Excellent. Pull your knees into your chest. Draw some circles with your kneecaps. This is a little massage for that lower back. Reverse your circles. So feel that lower back rolling across your mat. Okie dokie. Bring your legs to tabletop. Tabletop can be a really tough position for some folks for lots of reasons. So you have options. You can drop your feet. You can also lift your legs up higher if that's easier. You want to feel like your legs are away from your body enough that you have to work your abs a bit, but not so far away that you feel like you're gripping. And notice if you're in a difficult position, it's going to be harder to breathe, right? You want to feel, okay, my abs are in. I'm holding my legs up in the air. It's a little challenging, but I'm in control still. Bring your hands behind your head. And if none of that is possible, your feet are on the ground, okay? So now curl up and lower. Curl up and lower. Try to breathe over the course of a few movements. What does that mean? That means like inhale maybe over a lift and a lower, or exhale. So what that means is you can move fast and still breathe slow. So if you start to curl up a little higher and lower and up, little pulses, not going all the way down, you can still breathe slow. You don't have to go, right? Last breath cycle, however many repetitions that means, and lower down. Ooh, that was hard. It's for me. Place your feet flat on the floor. Hug your right knee into your chest. Grab the back of your thigh. You can interlace your fingers. Stretch and bend that knee. Straighten and bend. 2. One more. Hold it up. If you want a deeper stretch, you should stretch the other leg long. Circle your ankle around. You can't see, but I'm making a circle with my foot, trying to make it a real circle, not the size of the shape rather of a kidney bean, but a true circle. Okay, so now you're gonna hold that leg up in the air and you're gonna press your arms down by your side. If that's really hard, you can bend it a little bit, but try to move it like one piece. You're not gonna bend and straighten the knee anymore. Okay, you're gonna draw some big circles. This may feel hard. You can bend that knee here. And your circles will be kind of like ovals, to be honest, right? These big circles are slow. Try to pull those abdominals in. And then hold at the top. And now try to do 4 circles small and fast. So you're gonna go down, around, up, up. All of a sudden it's harder to stabilize when you go faster. Let's reverse. You go the other direction on that circle, big. It's okay if you move your hips a little bit, but try to pull your abdominals in so that you're still connected. It's not like you're flopping around following your leg. Your core has something to do here. One more. And then we're gonna do those 4 and fast ones. Remember, you can also do this with a straight leg. You go down, across, up, down, across, up, down, across, up, down, across, up. Ooh, hold it in. And then twist it over to the left side. And as you do this twist, usually if we're straight and we twist, it might feel hard and weird. You can scooch your hips to the right and send your knee over and just breathe like this. That usually gives a better twist. Whew. All right, bring it in. And then switch. Hug your knee in. Oh, poor Z. Straighten it and bend it. She always gets sad when Tim leaves. Circle your arm. This is a foot. Circle your foot around. I know you can't see it, but it's a little circle. Notice for yourself, look at your foot. Is it making a circle more to the inside or to the outside? I can give you clues as to your flexibility and where you tend to walk on your foot, on the outside or on the inside. Okay, turn that leg out, by the way. Bring your arms down. We go for 4 big, slow circles, connected to the core, massaging your hip socket. 2, 3. Are you holding your breath like I was? 4, and then you go small and fast. Try to keep it really still, except for that leg moving. Hold, remember, you can always take a break. Let's go in the reverse direction. Big, slow circles. This is your modification. Your knee is bent if you need it. All right, small and fast. Down, across, up, down, across, up, down, across, up, and down, across, up. Woo. Plug it in. Move your hips over and send this leg over. Reach. Okay, come back to center. Bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor, take your hands behind your head. On an exhale, you're gonna start to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Again, I said exhale, but if that doesn't work for you, don't worry. You're gonna lift one leg up as you curl up, lower the leg as you lower the head. Lift a leg as you curl up. You gotta use your abdominals in both directions. The abs are still working to lower you down. If you totally let go, your neck is gonna work, maybe your back, maybe your hip, other things that are probably already overworked. We're trying to condition the core to help out more, right? Let's add a little twist. You're taking breaks whenever you need to. So I'm gonna keep going. You can practice taking care of yourself if you need that break. Oh my gosh, let's do one more round. So I'm finishing off my left side. I'm going to do one more right. And lower, down. Ooh, that was a lot of work. Take a moment. Enjoy. Flip over onto your stomach now. You're going to take your hands underneath your forehead, elbows out to the sides. One hand is stacked right on top of the other. Legs are long and pretty close together, especially if you tend to always sit with your legs out wide. I challenge you to bring your legs a little closer together. Let these muscles stretch and let your inner thighs work a little more. Okay, so keeping your arms on the mat, you're going to start your upper back arch by pulling your forearms down the mat. They won't actually move, but if you see, as I pull my forearms, my shoulder blades come down. I'm actually engaging my back muscles, which is what I want as I lift my head, chest, and heart up and lower. You can do this every time. You can pull your forearms down and lift. While you're doing that, scoop your lower abs a little bit off the floor. Even if they're technically still touching, they're trying to lift off the floor. And your glutes, they're reaching for your feet. So your feet and your glutes are reaching back and down while your heart reaches up and forward. Are you still breathing? You can breathe and keep your abs in. We practiced it in the very beginning, right? When you had that tuck and you were breathing into your ribs. Oh my gosh, one more. This feels so good. And lower down. Sway your hips left to right. And now you're going to keep your head and heart down. You can still pull your forearms down and engage your upper back, but you're definitely going to scoop those abs, reach the glutes towards your feet, and then lift one leg up and lower. Ooh, lift the other leg up and lower. Think of lifting from where your hamstrings and your glutes meet, right there at where the leg and the butt meet. Can you keep your abs engaged? This lower back pretty long. So I could lift it up higher, but then I go into my back, I drop my belly, and then I get sore in my back. Instead, try to just lift from the hamstring and glute. I find that if I really try to stretch my foot back towards the wall behind me, that I kind of naturally stay out of my lower back because I'm not thinking up, I'm thinking out. And my hamstring and glute engages really nicely, like very fully along the whole, almost the whole back of my leg there. Now, if you want, you could try to lift both legs up, right? So scoop those abs. You're going to have to work a little harder there and lift both legs up and down. If that feels like too much, you go back to single legs. 30. I'm going to go for 8. Are you still breathing? 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you're here and you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, and you want to close and open those legs. Close and open. And 6, can you keep these abs scooping? Because that's going to be really helpful in keeping you out of your back. Ooh, this is hard, I know. 30. Hopefully you feel your tush burning a little too in a good way. Last one, lower. Sway your hips left to right. And then sit back onto your heels. Walking those knees wide, letting your waist come down between, and rest your head on your mat. If your mat feels really far away, stack your fists and rest your forehead on your fists. Okay, coming back, or not coming back, I guess. This is the first time we're on all fours. You're going to come onto your hands and knees. So first things first, wide fingers. Press your fingertips into the mat a little bit and start to draw some circles with your body over your wrists. This is a wrist warm-up. We're going to do a little bit of wrist work. And then you can reverse. Try to stretch out the wrists from all of that texting and scrolling and typing and whatever else you do with your hands, even if you do something like knitting or a kind of craft work. Anything repetitive is really rough on your wrists. So here's one option. You can put one hand, top of your hand down, and draw some more circles. If that's like, you're crazy, I can't do that, I challenge you to bring your hands to turn around like this and draw some circles. Also, you can do all of them, right? So if you're like this, you're drawing maybe 3 or 4 circles in each direction. Notice it's only one hand, and then switch, do the other hand. Ooh. Be kind to yourself. You don't need to put equal weight on your wrists. You can put more weight into your hands if this feels really scary. Don't forget to switch your circles. Okay, and for those of you who didn't get a chance to put your fingers to face your kneecaps, do that. You can go for circles. And then reverse them. Oh, Nelly. It's normal if this feels really rough. Okay, so now you can take a break off of your wrists, shake it out. And then we're gonna do a little kind of forearm push-up here. So bring your forearms and the pinky sides of your palms onto the mat. Look at them and make sure they're parallel. You don't want to be like a triangle. You really want to work your arms in this parallel position and just acknowledge that that parallel position goes all the way up your shoulders. So you don't want to shrug your shoulders. Try to externally rotate your shoulders a little bit. Feel your triceps wrapping back towards each other, okay? And then from here, you're gonna lift just your forearms up, but keep your palms down and lower. Ooh. How much weight you put into your hands is up to you. You might walk your knees in and lean back a little bit and give yourself a little less weight, right? If you put more weight in, it's going to be significantly harder. Breathe. I'm going to do one more. Ooh. Relax, sit back for a moment. We have one more to do. This can be really hard if you're really tight. This can feel really hard. If you only do 2 or 3, that's fine. If you stick with wrist circles and doing different angles of your hands, that is also fine, just as long as you do something for this part of your body. It connects all the way up into here. Okay, palms up. Okay, now you might notice this thumb is up, right? We want to text and stuff. Try to open up your hands and your forearms so much that your thumbs touch the floor. To be honest, on my dominant side, it's not going to happen. This is like pretty tight, so it's okay. I'm trying. Now lift your forearms up. You might find the thumb can come down then. And down. Breathe. I'm going to shoot for 10 today. Please do only as many as feel okay. Remember, you're externally rotating your shoulders. Your triceps are wrapping back. Can you scoop your belly a little bit while you're at it? It just helps get everything into alignment, working together. Oh man. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, that was rough. Sit back. So let's take a little twisty stretch to kind of close here. You're going to take one arm across and under you. You're in your child's pose. You walk your other hand forward and maybe to the other side of the mat. If this doesn't feel good as an option for you, if like you don't fold like this, you can totally do it with your head on the floor like this, coming from more of like a hands and knees position. Okay, you're still getting a nice twist. You can twist your chest to the ceiling as much as you like, but you're really trying to stretch the space between your shoulder blades, your back. Ooh. And then switch. So send that arm under. Again, you can do it in child's pose or hands and knees. Either way, your arm is going that way. Your other arm is reaching up and twisting you. So I'm looking for that stretch right here. Well, that's one place I feel it. You might feel it also up here. Ooh, across the whole back, really. And then help yourself up. Come on up to seated. You can sit in any comfortable position. If you've got your bolster and it's more comfortable to sit on it, that might give you a little lift. If you're tight in your hips, that's nice. But just right from here, you're gonna start, you're gonna end the way we started with a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest. And feel your breath. Your belly moves a little. Try not to move it too much. Try to feel the breath across your chest. One more breath. And you are all done. If you're a little sore tomorrow here, that's normal. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions. You can always leave a comment or an email. Thank you.